You know that feeling, right? Stuck in traffic, maybe, or just that little itch for an adventure, something off the usual path. We definitely know it.
Uh-huh.
So today, we're going to unpack a piece of kit that kind of promises to tackle both the Kugoo LX10 Plus e-scooter.
Yeah, we've been looking through the specs, the documentation for this one, and
Uh,
honestly, it seems packed.
mhm.
Really suggests an interesting mix of like serious performance, but also everyday usability.
And you listening in, you want the real story, don't you? What actually makes the scooter tick, what sets it apart, but without wading through pages of tech talk.
Right.
So that's our mission today, give you that clear picture, the key stuff, so you really get what this machine can do. And hey, up front, if this sounds like your kind of thing, there's a link in the description, more info, purchase options, it's all there.
Okay, let's get into it then. The first thing that really jumps out is just the raw power. It's got this dual 60-volt motor system. We're talking 2,800 watts total.
Wow, okay. 2,800 watts. So what does that actually feel like when you're riding?
Well, it means serious acceleration.
Hmm.
And top speed, they're claiming 72 kilometers per hour.
Which is, what, about 45 miles per hour?
Exactly, 45 miles per hour. But it's not just about hitting that top speed, you know. It's a torque, too, 35 newton meters. That's what gives you that quick pull away from a stop.
Ah, okay. So smooth starts and probably good for hills too.
Definitely. Effortless hill climbing, they say. That kind of power makes a difference, whether you're navigating city streets or maybe even venturing onto some lighter trails.
Hmm.
Makes the whole ride feel less strained.
And I saw something about choosing drive modes.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. There's a switch, single, or dual drive. So you can opt to just use one motor, maybe conserve battery for longer range.
Right, stretch out the miles.
Or you flick the switch, engage both motors, and get the full 2,800 watts when you want that performance kick.
Mm-hmm.
It's about flexibility, having the power you need when you need it.
Okay, so it's got the muscle, clearly. But, power's one thing. How's the ride quality? You don't want to be shaken apart on every little crack in the pavement.
Good point. And that seems to be where their suspension system comes in. They call it a four-spring suspension system, which is
What
kind of unique.
do our springs? Not just the usual two.
Right. Most scooters might have dual suspension, maybe front and back. This setup with four springs is specifically designed, they claim, to absorb shocks more effectively across different terrains.
Hmm. So potholes, bumpy roads should feel smoother.
That's the promise.
Yeah.
A more controlled, less jarring ride compared to scooters with simpler suspension.
Interesting. And the tires play a role too, I guess. It mentioned 10-inch vacuum tires. What's the deal with those?
Yeah, vacuum tires think tubeless, basically. They generally offer better grip, better traction. It's important for feeling stable, especially if you're using that 45-mile-per-hour speed.
True.
And they're typically more resistant to getting punctures. Less hassle with flats. Plus, that 10-inch size just adds to the overall stability. Oh, and they mentioned it fits a wide range of rider heights, too, which is good for accessibility.
Okay, makes sense. Let's talk safety. Braking is obviously critical. What have they got?
It's got a couple of systems working together. First, there's EABS, electronic anti-lock braking.
Like on a car.
Exactly like on a car. It helps stop the wheels from locking up if you brake hard suddenly, so you maintain steering control.
Okay, that's good.
And complementing that, it has dual hydraulic disc brakes. One front, one rear.
Hydraulic, right, not mechanical cable ones.
Correct. Hydraulics generally give you stronger, more consistent stopping power. The documentation actually claims up to 30% shorter braking distances compared to mechanical brakes.
30%, that's quite a difference.
It's a significant safety margin, yeah.
Definitely reassuring. Okay, so stopping is covered. What about keeping the scooter itself secure when you park it? Saw something about a dual lock.
Yes, exactly. It uses NFC, the tap-to-pay tech on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
that and a passcode lock. So 2 layers of security, makes it harder to steal, and the NFC offers a pretty convenient way to unlock it quickly if you've got the right device paired.
Cool, like tap and go, unlocking. And it mentioned tracking too.
Yeah, quick tracking feature. The details are a bit light, but it suggests some way to locate it, which adds another layer of security if it ever goes missing.
Right, now portability. It folds, obviously, most scooters do. But they talk about a double folding mechanism that's supposed to be really rigid when it's unfolded. Why does that matter?
Well, the double part likely means it has 2 locking points in the folding system. When you're riding, that translates to a sturdier feel, less wobble in the stem, which contributes to stability and safety.
Okay, feels more solid.
Right. And then when you do fold it down, a good mechanism usually means it folds compactly and maybe the weight is distributed better, making it less awkward to carry or stash away.
Gotcha. Okay, power, comfort, safety, security, check. What about the Achilles heel of electric Everything. Range. How far can this thing actually take you?
Yes, range anxiety. Well, the LX10 Plus has a pretty hefty battery. It's a 60-volt, 20.8 amp hour lithium battery. That works out to 1,248 watt-hours of energy capacity.
Okay, 1,248 watt hours. That sounds like a lot.
It is quite substantial for a scooter, and the claimed maximum range is up to 90 kilometers.
90 kilometers, so that's roughly 56 miles.
56 miles, yeah, on a single charge. Now, that's obviously a maximum under ideal conditions, but still, that kind of range really opens things up. Longer commutes, weekend exploring, without constantly checking the battery meter.
Yeah, 56 miles is definitely more than just a last mile solution. And they mentioned the battery cells specifically, EVE branded?
They did. Using cells from a known brand like EVE is generally a positive sign. They have a reputation for making durable, efficient, safe cells. Suggests the battery pack is built for longevity and reliable performance.
Good to know. And when it does run low, recharge time. How long are you waiting?
It has dual charging ports. That's a big plus.
Meaning you can plug in 2 chargers at once.
Exactly. And if you do that, they say a full charge takes just 4 to 5 hours, which is pretty quick for a battery that size.
Wow, yeah, 4 or 5 hours is fast. What about with just one charger?
With a single charger, it's more like 12 hours. Still manageable for an overnight charge, you know.
Okay, overnight or a quick top-up. Good options. Let's touch on the build quality. How sturdy is this thing? Mentions a forged aluminum alloy frame.
Right. Forged aluminum alloy is generally stronger and more resistant to cracking than, say, cast aluminum or other frame types. It's a robust construction method.
And that helps with rider weight.
For sure. It allows the scooter to support a pretty high maximum load, up to 150 kilograms, which is 330 pounds. And it contributes to that overall feeling of stability, especially if you hit bumps or less than perfect roads.
Makes sense. Okay, riding after dark or early mornings, visibility is key. Lights.
Yep, it's got a full set, a powerful headlight to see where you're going, a bright taillight so people see you from behind, and also turn signals.
Turn signals. Nice. Not all scooters have those.
No, they don't. It's a great safety feature for communicating your intentions in traffic. Really helps with visibility all around.
And there's a display screen. Keep track of everything.
Yeah, a 4.5-inch LCD screen right there on the handlebars. Shows your speed, distance covered, battery level.
Yeah.
Probably riding modes and other key info too. Lets you keep an eye on everything easily while you ride.
Okay, wow. That's a lot of features packed in. Let's maybe do a quick recap of the standout points, the things that really define this Kugoo LX10 Plus S. Their tagline is break boundaries, control chaos. Seems to fit.
It really does. I mean, you've got that unique four-spring suspension for comfort and handling.
Yeah, the powerful dual motors, 2,800 watts total. That's huge.
That thrilling 45-mile-per-hour top speed paired with a really impressive 56-mile maximum range.
Don't forget the security. That Dula NFC and passcode lock is pretty cool.
Absolutely. And the braking ABS plus those dual hydraulic discs for confident stopping.
Plus the 10-inch puncture-resistant vacuum tires. Peace of mind there.
And the flexibility of switching between single and dual motor drive, choosing range or power.
Right. And it can handle hills too, that 25-degree climb angle, plus different speed levels for different situations. The all-terrain stability they mentioned sounds promising.
Definitely. And the responsiveness of those hydraulic brakes, that shorter stopping distance. That's a big safety tick.
And the battery life really tackles range anxiety, doesn't it? Makes longer trips feasible.
Yeah, anxiety-free adventures, as they put it. Those robust tires work on different surfaces, too. And the full lighting package for visibility.
Can't forget the fast charging with the dual ports, less waiting around.
True. The extra security features, the double folding mechanism for easier transport.
And all those little details too, right? The big LCD, wide deck, finger throttle, comfy handles, stable kickstand. It seems really thought through, designed for a good range of riders and weights too.
Yeah, looking at all the specs, it really shakes up to be a well-rounded package. Seems designed for both serious performance and practical day-to-day use.
So wrapping up our deep dive into the docks, the Kugoo LX10 Plus AT-Beth, it looks like a really strong contender if you're after something powerful, comfortable, safe, and with serious range. Seems like it could handle a tough commute just as well as some weekend fun.
Agreed. We've tried to pull out the key things, give you the essence of what this scooter offers based on the information available.
So now maybe take a second and think, how could a scooter like this actually fit into your routine? Could it genuinely change your commute? Open up new places to explore on the weekends. Imagine the convenience, that speed, maybe even just the fun factor.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? What boundaries would you break? What daily chaos could you control having this kind of personal transport? ready to go.
Definitely food for thought. And hey, if you are intrigued and you want to dig into every last spec or explore those purchase options we talked about,
Don't forget that link.
exactly. Check out the link right there in the description below this deep dive. All the details you need are waiting for you there.